In a quiet village hidden between misty mountains, there lived an old potter whose hands moved with the calmness of flowing water. Every morning before sunrise, he would walk silently to the riverbank and gather wet clay from the earth. To others, the clay looked worthless, just mud, soft, shapeless, forgotten beneath people's feet. But the old potter would always smile when he touched it, as if he could already see something beautiful hidden inside. One cold morning, he picked up a small lump of clay and carried it back to his workshop. The clay felt proud. Finally, it thought, my life is about to become something wonderful. But the moment they arrived, the potter threw the clay onto a hard wooden table. Then he began pressing it, folding it, crushing it with his heavy hands. Again and again, the clay cried out, "Why are you hurting me?" But the old potter said nothing. He only continued kneading the clay until every part of it became soft and smooth. The clay felt exhausted. Just when it thought the suffering was over, the potter suddenly placed it onto a spinning wheel. Faster and faster the wheel turned. The world became a blur. The clay felt dizzy and terrified. "Please, stop spinning me," it screamed. But the potter kept shaping it with steady hands. Higher, thinner, gentler. Slowly, the lump of clay began transforming into the shape of a delicate teacup. At last, the spinning stopped. The clay sighed in relief. "It's over now," it whispered. But it was not over, not even close. The potter carefully lifted the teacup and placed it inside a blazing furnace. The fire roared around it like a living beast. The heat became unbearable. The teacup thought it would die. "Please," it cried, "I cannot survive this fire." Through the small furnace window, the old potter quietly replied, "Not yet." Minutes felt like hours. Hours felt like forever. The teacup trembled inside the flames. It did not understand why beauty required so much pain. Finally, the furnace opened. Cool air touched the teacup once again. But before it could rest, the potter began covering it with strange colors and delicate paint. Then, he placed it back into the fire. This time the heat was even worse. The teacup felt completely broken inside. "Why again?" it cried. "Wasn't the first fire enough?" The old potter looked at it with gentle eyes and said softly, "Almost finished." The second fire burned longer than the first. The teacup felt as though every crack within it was melting away. And then, silence. The furnace opened one final time. The potter carefully lifted the teacup and placed it before a mirror. For the first time, the teacup saw itself clearly. It was no longer ordinary clay. Its surface shimmered softly in the morning light. Its curves were elegant. Its colors looked like painted poetry. The teacup stared at its own reflection in disbelief. "That is me?" The old potter smiled. "Yes, because the clay must go through the fire before it becomes beautiful china." In life, many people want growth, but fear discomfort. We pray to become wiser, stronger, kinder, deeper. Yet when life begins shaping us through pressure, loss, loneliness, or failure, we immediately ask, "Why is this happening to me?" But the truth is, the fire is not always punishment. Sometimes it is preparation. The seasons that burn you may also be the seasons that refine you. A heart that has never suffered often remains fragile, but a soul that has walked through sorrow with grace develops a quiet strength the world cannot easily break. Just like clay in the hands of the potter, we rarely understand what life is creating while we are inside the fire. Only later do we realize the pain was shaping us into someone we could not have become otherwise. So if you are walking through a difficult season right now, if life feels unbearably hot, do not lose hope too quickly. Perhaps your soul is not being destroyed. Perhaps it is being transformed. And one day, after all the fires you survived, you may look back at your scars with softness instead of sadness, because you will finally understand why the clay had to burn before it became something beautiful. Thank you for spending these quiet moments with Soul Flora. If this story brought peace to your heart, stay close. There are more gentle stories waiting here. Stories to remind your soul that even through fire, something beautiful can still bloom.